Folks, I've got with me a very interesting gentleman, Canadian to boot. His name is Alex, and I forgot your last name.
Yeah, no problem. It's
Beraldo, right?
Beraldo.
So, Alex, you've come out with a brand new album, or brand newish. It's the Freak Tone Sessions.
No, that's my older one.
Okay,
This one's called Moving On. Is the
moving
new
on.
one. Yes.
Compared to Freak Tone, how long did it take you to actually create the album?
Well, let's see. I recorded Freak Tone sessions right before the pandemic, so like March 2020, February 2020. So then it was 5 years of. I wouldn't say it took me 5 years because I kind of took a little break, but it was just a compilation of songs over the course of those 5 years, and I eventually, actually more like 3 years, because I recorded it and then I sat on it for a little while.
You got a number one fan right there.
I got my parents' dog, and then I got my dog, and then the dogs they like to wrestle with each other,
Oh, okay.
and I'll kick them out of the room if they get too noisy.
I don't think so. So when did you release the album? Because it's what, less than 2 months old?
Oh no, yeah, it's less than a week old. I put it out on Friday, on Halloween.
There we go. Trick or treat, folks. Trick or treat.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it's Halloween. It's not a spooky album, but
No, but your style is actually fun to listen to. I know that the Sessions album, I actually enjoyed a lot of the tunes, especially a Canadian deciding to bring out 9 Pound Hammer as one of their cover songs.
yeah. I first heard Townes Van Zandt do that song, and then I liked the John Prine version too. And yeah,
Me, it's I think his name is Tommy Emmanuel, from Australia. The guy makes people cry when he actually sings, and they want to burn their guitars after they hear it.
yeah.
But anyways, coming to you, let's go back to the basics. When did you actually start developing or seeing that you had interest in music and to push yourself to where you're at right now?
Yeah, I think I wrote my first song in 2005 or 6 when I was 20 years old. I was in university, and I played guitar, and I'm sorry, Bo. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Get out. Come on. Come on. Get out. My apologies.
That's okay.
I had a feeling that they love to play fight in this room. I don't know why.
It
Yeah,
must-
I wrote my first song in 2005 or 6. I've been writing songs for 20 years. It was me and a friend, my college roommate. We wrote a song called "I'm Getting Kicked Out of School," and then I felt like I had a knack for it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay. And since when did you actually decide to take it on the mainstream as you are right now? Well, with the previous albums and previous music gigs.
Honestly, I think by around 2010 was when I made my first solo album. And I recorded it in Toronto at a friend's home studio. It was called Down the Line, and I did a cross-country tour. I went out to the West Coast and played it just in bars and hostels and cafes, and I've been doing it ever since. I've had breaks from the solo stuff because I had bands. Like, I had a band called The Breaks for about 7 years in Toronto, so I didn't put out any solo music during that time because I was making music with my band.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been doing it for almost 20 years now.
So, did you decide to go back solo, or do you have a new band following you around?
I went back solo because the band, we get older, and one guy moved, the other guy got a different job, kind of thing. You get older, and you just go your separate ways. And I've been going solo ever since. It's easier that way too. You don't have to lug a drum set into the bar every time, and you don't have to,
Yeah, it's just lugging yourself and the guitar and then the amp.
You show up with your guitar, and you don't have to make any compromises with bandmates, and you just. It's easy. It's nice and easy. Maybe it's a little less fun, though. I've always said it's less fun, but it's easier.
Well, it's what, three's a company, four's a crowd. So,
yeah, exactly.
So with the new album, can you give us a picture of what the actual album is comprised of? I'm assuming, and this is a very minimum assumption, I'm pretty sure that you wrote every single tune, maybe one or two covers, but the rest of it is probably all your own, right?
Indeed, yeah. The newest album, Moving On, is all my own music. It's 9 songs. And the oldest song is something I wrote in 2009. It's called God Knows.
Okay.
And then that one, it's funny, I just forgot all about it. It sat on the shelf, and then I picked it up and started playing it. And I was like, this is a good song. Why did I stop playing this song? And then the newest one was, I think I wrote it about a week before going into the studio, and that one's called Kickback Buddy.
Okay.
So yeah, it was. It's a folk blues, a little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll kind of a record, and it's just what I do. There's just songs about traveling. There's songs about girls. There's songs about I got a song, an ode to a former bandmate who passed away. Songs about life, folk music.
Okay. So, with that said, do you have plans currently with the new album to go either touring or just doing something local for now?
For now, local, just some local gigs. But I'm going to do a tour on the West Coast in the springtime.
Okay. Well, when the weather's more clement. Hopefully we'll have you down by the Maritime coast. It would be nice to actually have your chops coming down.
I would love to do that as well. I toured the Maritimes a few times with my old band in 2011. I think we went again in 2013.
Okay.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
I would love to come back.
Well, with all the touring and everything else, now that you're solo, you have a little bit less of an issue logistically because you control everything.
Absolutely.
You control the set list, you control the venue. How is it for you to actually make sure that you don't over or double book yourself or overextend your reach and then have to backpedal because you're all over the place?
That's not an issue for me. I take a pretty relaxed approach to gigging. I don't overdo it. I just book at my own leisure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you know that if I have a gig on this date, I'm not gonna put it the next day because I have to travel 450 miles away from where I am.
Absolutely. I'm not sure where you're located, but I remember the last time I toured the Maritimes, the guy who booked the tour for us, he booked us a great tour. It was 17 or 18 shows just between Toronto and St. John's. And we had a couple where it was like, wake up, drive 8 hours, just make it to the show in time.
The Maritimes, it's less of an issue because I'm in Moncton.
Moncton was great to us, yeah.
And then you've got Fredericton, you've got St. John, you've got sometimes Edmundston, Bathurst, Caracat. It all depends on the booking and what the agent sees. Most often they'll want a bigger crowd and they think that one city has more than another. Mm-hmm. So sometimes we
had a gig one time. We played in a town called Bristol, where there's like a potato chip factory or something.
Yeah, the covered bridge.
yeah. And then the next night it was in Charlotte, up on the coast, like at like the Gulf mouth of the St. Lawrence, and it was like all day driving, and it was back to back, and it was a late night the night before,
Oh,
and
jeez.
you know,
Well,
it was fun.
Charlotte from Bristol, going on the highway to get there instead of cross would be, yeah, a good 6 hours almost.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so I mean, it could be worse, but
Well, it could be. You could be waiting for your next gig to go to Newfoundland, and the ferry's not working because there's too much high wind. So,
we flew to Newfoundland, but yeah.
so coming to you as a human being, do you even have time to do hobbies? Anything that brings you passion other than music?
Yeah. These days, I mean, I've toned down the music. I release the albums because I just keep writing the songs. But I mean, I do. I make sure to carve out time. I'm very big on work-life balance. I like to fish. I like to go fishing, camping, get outside.
Okay, and where are you at nowadays?
I'm in Toronto, which is not exactly fishing, camping destination, but maybe that's why I like it.
Okay, it gets you out of the city. So the fishing, camping, outdoors. So that would be your hobby. And the dogs, dog sitting.
Yeah, the dogs come along.
Now, with everything that you've done, any particular guitar that you tend to always use? I'm assuming that you probably have more than one guitar at hand at any point.
Yeah, on this record, I played the whole thing on this one.
Okay.
It's hand built. I built it, and this is the one I use. It's modeled after a Martin guitar.
You actually built the guitar?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I had some help. I had an instructor show me. I went to school for Luthier, and I learned I built guitars. So this is the first acoustic I ever made, and I love it. I play it more than my Martin these days. So.
Oh, really? Unfortunately, I'm not there directly, but the tones are coming clear enough that I can just imagine myself sitting next to you, hearing the guitar, and having clarity like you wouldn't believe.
Okay, great.
So, Alex, is there anything you'd like to tell us before we end up the interview?
Anything I'd like to tell you? Yeah, check out my new album. It's called Moving On. It's on all the platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon. And if you like folk blues, a little bit of bluegrassy sounds, traveling songs, you'll love it.
And then also, folks, you can go see his website, Alex Beraldo.ca, or is it .com?
No, AlexBeraldo.com. Beraldo like Geraldo, but with a V.
Any plans on doing a vinyl with the last album?
I'll see what the interest is.
Okay.
I've never pressed a wax, but I would love to. So
eventually, that's going to be your end goal. Last question before we finish. What's your favorite food dish?
Ooh.
And that would be a food dish that you typically if you had umpteenth amount of choices, that you'd always go to first.
Let's see. Either pizza or tacos. I'm going to say pizza. Pizza's my all-time favorite. Like quality, good pizza.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. So that makes 9 out of 10 musicians like pizza.
There you go.
For me, it's lo mein. If I can get my hands on good lo mein, that's usually what I actually choose.
That's great. Yeah.
So that's it, folks. This was Alex Beraldo, coming from Toronto to my interview status, which is in Moncton. So, Alex, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to actually sit and do this. It was a very extreme pleasure, and I really hope that we get to see you again in the Maritimes.
I hope that too. I would love to come back.
Okay, well, have a nice evening.
You too. Thank you very much.
You're very much welcome.